But still, if I'm committed to wifey and I trust her, she gonna be like have to show me like updates, like where she at during the day.
Hi there, my name is Bonnie. I'm 25 years old, and I've been in a monogamous relationship for 3 years.
Hi, my name's Harminder. I'm 21 years old, and I'm single like a Pringle.
Hi, it's Tatum, 22. It's complicated right now.
Hi, my name is Alex. I'm 22, and I've been in a long-term relationship for about 4 years. Would you stay with your girl if she cheated?
Ooh, well, depends on what the situation was or how she cheated.
What if it was your best friend?
What if it was my best friend? Like I was dating my best friend?
No, if the
person she was my best friend. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to live with that.
Yeah, I think it depends on the individual, but honestly, just for me, myself, nah, I'd be like, yo, cut, you gotta go.
It's a straight cutoff thing. I'm blocking her. We're not talking anymore. It's just a sense of respect, you know. Like if you really like someone, you're not gonna do that to them. So, like all the cheaters out there, like you're all not so good people.
I won't die. Yeah. Personally speaking, I've cheated. I feel as if they were talking about it before. You have to have a conversation. If you don't talk about it, then it's like you don't really know the person's motivation behind anything. They could have legit felt as if, they're not being paid attention to. Especially me personally, like I'm in a long-term relationship. Mm-hmm. So I have long distance. So I have to figure out how do I balance my emotional and my physical energy while I'm like dating someone else who's like overseas. So it's like at the same time too, I have to think, okay, how does this person go about trying to balance their own personal, like physical and emotional energy to respect me? And if I'm not able to do it, I can't expect them to. So it just depends on the situation, I personally feel. Why aren't intentions mentioned during the beginning of a relationship?
Cause I don't know her like that. Like we just talking. I'm gonna be honest. Like we just chilling right now.
I understand that you have to go with the flow and whatnot, but honestly, like sometimes mentioning your intention, like right at the beginning, is good for the other person. Because if you fuck someone over, they wouldn't get mad if you just knew you were just trying to fudge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like that.
I personally feel as if, at least in our generation, a lot of people aren't ready to handle like the maturity that will come with someone saying, hey, yo, this is all I really like see you as. Like you're either a fuck thing, you're either gonna be someone I'm gonna talk to as like a friend, I'm gonna like seek counsel from, or you're actually someone's like I can imagine myself waking up to you every day. You have to have been taught from a generation above you how to just speak clearly and say, this is what I want. Because like no one's really into wasting time. And if you're wasting someone's time, then it's like you're actually wasting time. What is your definition of trust in any relationship? Pure and honest communication with no fear.
In a relationship, you not have an emotional reaction to what happens. So if you expect the unexpected, then you're good.
My definition of trust is you can do anything you want. Like you can. I don't restrain you from no ownership, nothing. Like you do whatever you want. You live the life you want. You live the life that you want to live it, right? Mm-hmm. So if you end up messing up along the way, don't be surprised if I overreact over something or vice versa, because it happens to all of us, right? So that's the way I've always kind of seen it for the most part.
How do you feel about love at first sight? Everyone knows, like, when you see someone look good, like, you fall in love, but it's surface level, so,
But what is love at first sight? Like, how do you explain love? Because
like,
there's like at first sight.
Bro, that's shakiness, you know,
yeah.
I'm trying to get to know it, like, I don't know you, but I want to know you, like, that's
what would you consider that love? Like, say you get into a relationship with a person, right? You can't say you love them after, because you already had that same feeling just by seeing them, right? It should develop over time, no? That's how a relationship works. I mean, over time, it's got to develop some way.
So what you're saying is you don't believe in love at first sight?
I believe I like at first sight, but I mean, everybody's different, right? They have their own definition of love. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, love at first sight. Like growing up, I've always seen myself as like a hopeless romantic. So it was just like every person that ended up being with or like dating, I was just like, all right, cool, this is the one. You know, like the whole point of like, oh, my heart's been broken. If like after you like break up with somebody, I never felt that way. I only felt like my heart was just trampled. Like it's gonna like build itself up back again. So like when it came to love at first sight, I was like, okay, it's more so, how can we explore like what this universe has to offer for the both of us?
I kind of agree with his point. Personally, like really truly believe in love at first sight. I mean, like if you see someone and your mind goes like 20 years, 30 years down the road, then it means like instantly you formulated a plan. It's like, all right, fuck, how am I gonna get you to be with me for like 20, 30 years down the road? And I feel as if that makes your approach just to the person a little bit less lustful and more respectful. And more like, okay, like I don't want to not know you. Like I want to know you. So it's like if I'm saying in my head, off my just seeing you, I can see people every single day. They walk past me every single day, but you got a reaction out of me, like an actual like mental reaction out of me. You struck something. So it's like I want to. Who are you? Who are you? And if you disappoint, then it's like it wasn't the love at me seeing you that disappointed your personality, me getting to know you.
Why do guys always water down or suppress their feelings?
It's tiring. It could be tiring still.
I think it's because of the social stigma that we get, that men are supposed to be tough, you know, that we're just made out of like steel or something. And then when we actually get vulnerable in front of a woman, it's considered weak.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real. I don't think a lot of like women and females in general like even care about our feelings really. So like keep that shit to yourself. Like yo, bro, like I don't know. From my experience, I just like to keep my problems to myself.
Like bringing certain problems, like internal problems, into someone else's energy field, that can disrupt the whole flow of a relationship. So if me saying this right, alright, at this point in time, you know, I'm telling you what's on my mind is for the betterment of this relationship. Because if I lay it down on you right now, like I seen my dad cry. I've seen him lay some shit on my mom, and I seen what it did. Like 18 years, 3 kids, whole house gone, just because didn't know how to filter when to time shit. So it's more so like men kind of play from a strategic point of how do I keep peace, because in peace that's where we can prosper. If I'm gonna tell you some shit and we start warring over the shit that's going on in my mind, I don't even fully understand it yet, then that's just gonna fuck you up, and you have a whole bunch of other shit to deal with.
When do you know you were ready to settle with the girl you were talking to?
Personally speaking, I feel as if you can live with the person and you can live in harmony. Also, if you can sacrifice for the person, like your time, your own like freedom, if you can do that, I feel as if then you're ready to actually settle. Does commitment scare you, and why?
I feel like you get scared of commitment when it's like it's not the right person. Like you physically feel it, you spiritually feel it. You know, when you don't have that right connection with the person, or it's just something, you have like this weird like little sense of anxiety, then, you know, I feel like that's the cue.
Like from my personal experience, when I went to Ryerson for 4 years, I kept my high school sweetheart or whatever, and she ended up cheating on me, and I basically didn't talk to no girls for the whole 4 years I was in school, but I was working on myself. So I got my shit like really like ahead of other mans, but then now I'm like rebuilding, trying to see if I can even trust women again, you know. But still, if I'm committed to wifey and I trust her, she gonna be like have to show me like updates, like where she at during the day. If you don't talk to your girl for a whole day, 2 days, where is she at?
I personally went like 2 weeks without talking to my girl, and I had like the chillest time. Yo, I just do your thing, live your life, you know, hustle for you. That's what I think commitment is. If you can see a bigger picture, then everything within the now, everything within like a year or 2 years from now, like it doesn't matter. Like I'm committed to the end goal. I think you gotta figure out what the goal is.
So basically, you want to know your girl and then wait until you're both at a certain level in your life, and then be committed to each other.
Exactly.
That's basically the same
Do your
situation.
thing.
How can you tell if a girl is wifey material? Does anyone want to go first for that?
And I think it's just the way she takes care of herself.
Uh,
And the way that she like also treats others, and like the way that she cares herself on a day-to-day basis. I mean, I live with my girlfriend here, and I've seen myself grow and I've seen herself grow like throughout the years. And there was a point where we were leaving the X a couple years ago, the CNE, and we're on the bus, and she was just doing like a Sudoku like on the newspaper, and then she messed up and she started talking to herself like, oh no, I messed up, and I watched that happen, and then I'm like, I really like this girl, like I'm like so into her, just like it was just a random moment. I really love her, so yeah.
okay, but how does that make her wifey
Just
material?
in terms of like just again like her mannerisms, because everybody's gonna have a different like approach to this question too, right? So for me it's more, I always say how like personality is like a stencil to character, in the sense that like everybody wants to say like what's your personality trait, or like what are you into, what have you, right? But then your characters is stuff that like your unconscious level kind of like absorbs and like flourishes over time, to me at least. But when it comes to that question, yeah, it's honestly just behavioral things and manners, yeah.
If that person's gonna be wifey, you have to be so sure. It's like, all right, I'm going to invite you in here. I'm gonna let you come in here and mess me up. And if you mess me up, it's on me. I let you in because I thought you were the one. But at the same time too, you have to be careful, because anyone could be wifey, just depending on how much bullshit you're, like, how much crap you're willing to take. If you're like, you know what, like, I could deal with this girl being with someone else, you know, coming back to me at the end of the night. I could deal with this girl, you know, talking more shit to me, like being the mean. Because you got some dudes that are like that, they'll take that just because they love. So it just depends on how much like weight you're willing to take. Then you'd be like, all right, no, this person's wifey.
So you mentioned earlier that there was a particular moment that you found that I love this girl when she was doing Sudoku on the train and talking to herself, right? So my question is to all of you guys, do you guys believe that love happens gradually within the relationship? Like there are little moments throughout the relationship that you realize that I really love this person? Or do you think it's one particular moment where you pinpoint it and you're like, this is the moment where I realize that I love this person deep down?
It's like a stock market. Just, you know, sometimes it's going up, sometimes it's going down. So like it definitely like builds gradually. Like it could be, you could value it at this much as soon as you go into it.
Yeah.
But just if it starts going like this, just because it's just the small things you're doing. If I get ticked off at the small things you're doing, I can't love you because of the small things. Then it's like everything is gradual. It's either gonna go down or it's gonna go up. So I think it like starts at a certain point, then just builds up. So that's it.
Yeah, like just to piggyback on what you're saying, like for me, like it swayed. Like it sways. There'll be like, for that, like that was like the moment for myself, like that I could vividly remember. And it, like sometimes I'll look back on it and I'll be like, it just makes me really smile. I'm like really, really happy. And then there'll be times where I get home from work and I just hear like her singing in the shower or something like that. Just like, okay, that's nice. I guess that's nice. That's nice to come home to. Like it's just so sweet. It's just random little pockets of events that happen throughout the day, the month, whatever, and then, yeah, I know it's all spontaneous too. Yeah, it's all spontaneous.
Do you believe that there is a connection between a girl that you're fond of and your mother?
Oh, like Oedipus complex, like that?
Yeah.
I think that's like, your mom takes care of you. She's like the first person to really like show you love, so you kind of want to look for someone that has the same traits.
I think unknowingly and unconsciously I see that there are little traits of my mom and other people, also my friends, right? So sometimes it's like, sometimes I really don't know how to react towards certain situations or scenarios, but in growing a likeness to them is like more important, I feel, as well, because now the only thing I'm really thinking about is just what you're talking, like just the Oedipus complex now, and it's just, it's mind-boggling, because I honestly think it may be true. It may be true.
Study psych, so it is true.
Yeah,
Right.
it may be true. So it's just like, But you unknowingly, as like a physical being, are just in the experience and like engulfed in it in itself. So it's just like you just accept it at face value, and then if somebody else were to tell you about it, you're just like, oh, maybe, yeah, probably, yeah, like, you know.